Welcome back to the channel. If you love romantic journeys filled with unexpected twists, heartfelt emotions, and unforgettable moments, make sure you subscribe. Today's story is about two strangers whose lives crossed at exactly the right moment. Have you ever met someone and felt as though you had known them forever? That was exactly how Park Ji-hoon felt when he met Yoon Seo-ah. Ji-hoon was a travel photographer who spent most of his life moving from one city to another. He loved capturing beautiful landscapes, but despite seeing the world, he often felt lonely. Seo-ah was completely different. She owned a small flower shop in Seoul and believed happiness could be found in the simplest moments: a blooming rose, a warm cup of tea, or a smile from a stranger. One autumn morning, Ji-hoon entered Seo-ah's flower shop looking for directions after getting lost. Instead of simply giving directions, Seo-ah drew a small map on a piece of paper and handed it to him. "Now you definitely won't get lost," she said with a laugh. Her smile stayed in Ji-hoon's mind long after he left. The next day, he returned. Then the day after that. Soon, finding excuses to visit the flower shop became part of his daily routine. Viewers, do you think Ji-hoon was visiting for flowers or for Seo-ah? As weeks passed, their friendship grew. They explored hidden streets in Seoul, shared stories about their dreams, watched sunsets beside the Han River. And slowly, without realizing it, they became the most important people in each other's lives. One evening, while walking beneath golden autumn leaves, Seo-ah asked him a question. "What's your biggest dream?" Ji-hoon thought for a moment. "To find a place that feels like home." Seo-ah smiled softly. "Maybe home isn't a place." "What do you mean?" "Maybe it's a person." Those words stayed with him. For the first time, Ji-hoon wondered if the home he had been searching for was standing right beside him. Months later, an opportunity arrived. A famous photography company offered Ji-hoon a dream job in Paris. It was everything he had worked for. But accepting it meant leaving Seoul. And leaving Seo-ah. The decision wasn't easy. Should he follow his career? Or stay with the woman he loved? What would you choose? Ji-hoon spent days struggling with the decision. Finally, he accepted the offer. When he told Seo-ah, she smiled. "I'm happy for you." But her eyes revealed sadness. The night before his departure, they met at their favorite riverside bench. Neither wanted the evening to end. "I'll come back," Ji-hoon promised. Seo-ah nodded. "I'll be waiting." The next morning, he left for Paris. At first, everything seemed exciting. New places. New opportunities. New adventures. Yet something felt missing. Every beautiful view reminded him of Seo-ah. Every success felt incomplete without her. Meanwhile, Seo-ah continued running her flower shop. She smiled for customers. She worked hard every day. But every evening, she found herself staring at the empty chair where Ji-hoon used to sit. Months turned into a year. Despite video calls and messages, the distance became difficult. Both missed each other terribly. Then one day, Seo-ah received shocking news. The building housing her flower shop had been sold. She had only 30 days to leave. The shop wasn't just a business. It was her dream. Her entire life. Heartbroken, she didn't know what to do. When Ji-hoon heard the news, he immediately booked a flight home. After nearly a year apart, he returned to Seoul. The moment they saw each other at the airport, neither could hold back their emotions. It felt as if no time had passed. Together, they searched for solutions. They visited dozens of locations. But every option was either too expensive or unsuitable. Hope began fading. Then something unexpected happened. One evening, Ji-hoon revealed a secret. During his time in Paris, he had saved most of his earnings. Not for himself. For them. He had planned to return and build a future together. Using those savings, they purchased a small building on a quiet street. The ground floor became Seo-ah's new flower shop. The upper floor became Ji-hoon's photography studio. For the first time, their dreams existed under the same roof. Months later, business flourished. Customers loved the flower shop. Visitors admired Ji-hoon's photography exhibitions. Life finally felt perfect. One spring evening, Ji-hoon invited Seo-ah to the rooftop. Hundreds of small lights illuminated the space. Flowers surrounded them. Photographs of their journey decorated the walls. Seo-ah looked around in amazement. "What is all this?" Ji-hoon smiled. "The story of us." He showed her pictures from every important moment. Their first meeting. Their walks. Their adventures. Their reunion. Tears filled her eyes. Then Ji-hoon knelt on one knee. "Seo-ah, you once told me that home might not be a place." She nodded. "You were right." He took her hand. "Home was always you." By now, viewers, you probably know what happened next. But let's hear it anyway. "Will you marry me?" Seo-ah laughed through her tears. "Of course." The city lights sparkled around them as they embraced. Years later, people often asked how their love story began. They always smiled. Because it started with something simple. A lost traveler. A flower shop. And a hand-drawn map. Sometimes the greatest journeys don't take us across the world. Sometimes they lead us directly to the person we were meant to find. And perhaps, somewhere out there, your own romantic journey is waiting to begin. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming romance stories and unforgettable adventures.